The wow signal. We detected something from deep space and never heard it again. The Big Ear Radio Telescope at Ohio State University was one of the world's largest radio telescopes when it began operating in the 1960s. Unlike a traditional dish, it was a flat reflective surface the size of 3 football fields. Its purpose was to scan the sky for radio signals that might come from intelligent civilizations beyond our solar system. For over 2 decades, it listened, and on August 15, 1977, it heard something. The signal was received at 10:16 p.m. Eastern Time. The Big Ear was not monitored in real time. It printed its data on paper as columns of numbers. Astronomer Jerry Ehman was reviewing this printout several days later when he noticed a sequence in the data that was completely unlike anything in the surrounding noise. The signal lasted exactly 72 seconds, the maximum time any signal from a fixed point in space could be detected by the Big Ear as the Earth rotated. It fit perfectly. He circled the sequence and wrote in red pen next to it, "Wow." Sequence Ehman circled reads, 6=5. In the Big Ear's notation, numbers represented signal strength on a scale of 0 to 9, and letters continued the scale above 9. So U represented a strength of 30 times the ambient background noise. The signal peaked at U and dropped symmetrically on either side, exactly as a signal from a fixed point in deep space would appear as the Earth rotated. This symmetrical rise and fall was perhaps the most significant characteristic. It meant the signal came from a source that didn't move, a source in the sky. Scientists had been predicting what an alien radio signal might look like for decades. It would need to stand out from background noise. It would likely be narrowband, concentrated in a very specific frequency rather than spread across many. It would probably be transmitted near 1,420 megahertz, the frequency of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, a natural cosmic signpost that any technological civilization might use. The wow signal was all of these things. Narrowband, 1,420 megahertz, 30 times background noise from deep space. The signal appeared to come from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. There is nothing at that location known to produce radio signals of this type naturally. No pulsar, no quasar, no known natural phenomenon that produces narrowband signals at the hydrogen line. When astronomers searched subsequent nights and in subsequent years, they found nothing. The location was silent. Whatever produced the wow signal on August 15, 1977, was not there anymore, or was not transmitting anymore, or had been transmitting continuously, and something about that specific night allowed it to be received. Several explanations have been proposed. A satellite or spacecraft reflecting a terrestrial signal, but no known satellite was in that position, and the frequency is protected spectrum, legally off-limits for terrestrial broadcasts. A hydrogen cloud, but hydrogen clouds don't produce narrowband signals. In 2016, a team of astronomers proposed that a pair of comets passing through the field of view could account for the signal. The scientific community was largely unconvinced. The comets would not have been known at the time, and their emission characteristics don't precisely fit. Jerry Ehman himself has been carefully measured in what he claims the signal represents. He has stated that it is the most significant candidate for an extraterrestrial radio signal ever detected. He has also stated that one detection is insufficient to conclude anything, and that the scientific standard requires repeatability. The signal has never repeated. In 1997 and 1999, 2 messages were transmitted from Earth in the direction of the wow signal source. No reply has been received. The Big Ear telescope was demolished in 1998 to make way for a golf course. The land where the most significant possible detection of extraterrestrial intelligence occurred is now a fairway. The wow signal remains the single most compelling unexplained radio signal in the history of SETI. It was heard once. It was never heard again. And every possible explanation for what it was, natural, artificial, or otherwise, fails to fully account for all of its characteristics. The universe heard us listening for 72 seconds on a summer night in 1977, and then it went quiet.